there's so much to do and I have so little time to do it in.
I mean, if I died, the only way people would even know that I was here would be by the ass print on this chair.
That's a pretty terrible way to be remembered by, but all right.
I looked into that. Yeah, but I mean, it costs like $60,000,
Sheesh.
and you know, you could die.
Oh, Chandler might. No disrespect.
Our lives at
Maybe
all.
Joey would too. Who knows? Oh, well, speaking of Ross,
So you invited Rachel then?
Sure.
is that a problem? And
Well, I don't think I'd be comfortable having any of my old lovers there.
you know, that's a fair point. I don't think I would invite any of my like
Oh,
previous
no, Ross, you're
girlfriends to my
absolutely
wedding.
Yeah, sure.
But it's like he's kind of friends with her,
Great.
with Rachel now. What do you do in this situation? If you're kind of friends, and then Rachel walks in with the wedding dress, is that a sign from God? What's happening? Why are we? What? Are we just going through time right now?
Listen, do you think?
Or is this episode like
Try not to let my-
glitched? Did somebody not include the actual
But
episode?
do you think it would be okay?
Or is this
if
the
I
episode
asked
itself?
See,
Okay,
I
this is
see,
the episode, yeah.
Big passion.
I think Ross might be thinking about this.
So great.
I remember that when she patted him on the head like a dog. You're so great. What do you do after that? Absolutely nothing. How's that cat still attached to his neck? It's gotta be a stuffed animal.
Thank you. I could not have done this without you.
How does that happen? I still don't get how that happened. Who would kiss their friend? You know, on the lips? I guess in a moment of excitement, it makes sense. Heat of the moment. This led to such an iconic moment in the series, though. Ross at the door in the rain, like, was that Spider-Man before Spider-Man? Sounds like it to me. It's Sam Raimi, study Friends. Did he? I bet he watched Friends. I bet he did. I feel like that Spider-Man upside down kiss was inspired by this. I don't know, but there've probably been a lot of like nighttime, rainy night kisses. So it's just like a super romantic time. Iconic. Thumbnail worthy.
Is this about Mark?
Ross's insecurities. And then he goes and sleeps with someone else. The same night. Like, I could understand drinking your sorrows away, but drinking your sorrows away and then having sex with someone in the same night you're gonna break with someone that you loved? My God. This is bringing back all those feelings that I hated having for this guy. I was very annoyed with Ross for quite a while. Even went around the city trying to protect his secrets.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
That's so true though. Look at Kathy. Look at Kathy. Who would have thought? This is interesting how they're reusing these scenes to like portray Ross's thoughts or to display Ross's thoughts. Don't. Yes? I don't know what I want him to do. I just want him to do whatever he wants to do, honestly. And I think I'll just
Amazing.
live through the
I
experience.
can't believe I never knew that you can't fly in your third trimester.
I knew that.
How?
So didn't know that, but you should see your faces.
I'm like, Joey knew something that the rest of them didn't know?
What's up?
Hey.
Oh, they had to hide them.
As if you weren't there. Just say you'll think about it, okay?
No,
I think Rachel should do whatever she wants. If she thinks it's too hard for her, I don't think she should go. But if she really thinks she could sit through that and just honestly be okay enough to make it through the entire thing, she should go. Because at the end of the day, if she wants Ross to be a friend, they can be friends. Sure, they loved each other, but that ended.
Ross, remember back in college when he fell in love with Carol and bought her that ridiculously expensive crystal duck?
Good old Chandler.
What did you just say?
Always the one to expose somebody. That's Chandler, though. Wouldn't be Chandler if he didn't expose people accidentally.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Who does this in front of their friend? Like, who does this? I would never just be on the phone right in front of my friend. Like, oh.
Okay, no.
Like, no, that's not happening. Super logical thing to do. Like, you're driving me insane, dude. Hang up the phone.
He broke up with Julie.
However, he made a list.
For God's sakes. It's always been you, Rach.
Is this before or after she found out about the list? Okay, I think that was before.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, no, you just rolled over the juice box.
That part is still so funny to me.
Please tell me you didn't say anything to Rachel about me and the girl.
Oh, he did. He wanted you to end, bro. He was preying on your downfall. You should have expected no less.
It's not that common. It doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal.
What was she talking about? I think she was. I don't want to sound stupid, but I think she was talking about. I want to say condoms. I want to say condoms, but I'm not sure. The one with the prom video. This was so beautiful.
Shut up. The camera adds 10.
I have a wonderful idea. You should take Rachel to the prom.
Ross looks like
You know,
such a
I think we've seen
nerd.
enough. Let's turn it off.
He's always been that way though. I love how Rachel didn't even look up the stairs. I think everybody else might have glanced past the stairs, but Rachel didn't even bother. I think she was the only one not to look upward. I think they made sure to do that when they were filming that. This is still so beautiful to me, even to this day, man. I didn't include this.
He's her lobster.
I didn't include this in the reaction because copyright, but I'm gonna include this in this one.
Somebody's got to stay here with Phoebe. Drive her to the hospital in case she goes into labor.
That's true.
You don't have a car.
Do you have a license?
And your license
Yeah. What's that about? It'll be all right, Rich. I'll be there for you.
All right, check it out. Check this
When the
out.
rain
It says here
starts
there's a
to pour.
place you can.
You can't go to a museum in your underwear.
Well, you could, but probably just the one.
And you're banned for life.
If we do that, we've got to rent Die Hard.
These guys love that. I thought something was wrong with the episode at first. Like when they went back to season 1, I'm like, wait, what? You guys saw? Like, I was so confused. Because that happened before with I want to say episode 17. Episode 17. It started off being episode 16 or 15 or one of them, and I was just like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. And so I had to go to a different site to watch the episode. But once I went to the different site, it was okay. I thought the same thing was happening here, but it was like weird because it started off being a new episode for me, and then it goes into the series premiere, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Because at first I was like, oh, Rachel just walked in with the wedding dress, and in my mind I thought, wait, that just happened last episode, the one with all the wedding dresses, where Phoebe and at the very end, Phoebe, Rachel, and Monica had wedding dresses, and they were just all having fun and chilling and stuff. And so I thought maybe this was a little bit of a continuation from that. But I was like, wait, everybody looks a little younger here. Isn't this the series premiere? And then Joey said something that I remember him saying twice, because one, I saw it myself when I first reacted a couple years ago. Two, I saw it again with my girlfriend a few weeks ago when she first watched the very first episode. And I was just like, wait a minute, something ain't right. So, you know, I loved that episode and how they did things, because it was very different, very confusing at first, but once I figured out what was happening, I loved it. You know, it's something, if it was an animated series, like, it's something they probably would have been able to pull off better. You know, they probably would have drawn like flashback effects or flashback. You probably would have heard flashback sound effects, but with this episode, it's like, to really see the thought process of Ross and Rachel even, you had to just watch older scenes, you know, scenes that included the both of them and his reasoning for, I guess, still eventually sending the invitation, because I think she still ended up getting it, and her reasoning for declining it, you know? And I really like that, like, this parallel storyline between them, sort of contradicting one another. You know, one person thought about so much of the past between him and an ex-girlfriend that he realized he still wants her to be there. And one person thought about the past between her and an ex-boyfriend, and she realized she couldn't be there for him, you know? which is the very opposite of what Friends is. I'm not gonna do that to her. Like it's the opposite of the main chorus from the theme song, but at the same time, it's understandable. I'll just see you guys in the next reaction. Catch me back next week for another Friends reaction if you're on YouTube. I'm out.